Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another video. And tonight we are discussing Carmilla. This is probably one of the vampire stories that has become more well known over the last couple of years. It's not as well known as Dracula, obviously, but um, I think it's slowly starting to. It's actually become more popular over the years. Um, I'm going to try to keep the review pretty short because I don't know how much camera time I've got. So we're just going to jump right into it. Uh, the book was written by one Sheridan le Fanu, Joseph Sheridan le Fanu. It was published in a collection of short stories called In a Glass Darkly in, I believe it was 1871, and then it was published as a standalone thing in 1872, I want to say. The plot is pretty simple. You have this uh, vampire woman who shows up at at a at an estate, and she starts preying on the young woman who lives there. Excuse me. Um, there have been multiple depictions of the character over the years, and it actually the whole Carmilla thing actually started the lesbian vampire trend. Um, so this is which is where we got movies like the Karnstein trilogy from Hammer Films. The Vampire Lovers from 1970 is a pretty faithful adaptation of the book, with some simple changes here and there. Overall, it is well written. It's well written. It's well paced. It's also a very interesting approach to the vampire mythos to a point. She's more of a tragic character than a villainous one, and I thought that was quite cool. Now you can get it I think pretty much everywhere. I actually have like a collection of vampire stories in hard copy. It's currently out of reach. But there's also an audiobooks. You can find audiobooks. I've listened to one recording on LibriVox, which is pretty good. If you haven't checked it out, like I say, it's well paced, it's well written. The only real complaint that I have with it is that the writing can be a bit stilted at times. It can be a bit stilted, and the main character of Laura is kind of blank to a point. Whoops, sorry. So I think that covers everything. If you haven't if you haven't read it, I highly recommend giving it a read, because it is worth your time. As far as is it a good first vampire story? Yeah, I would say so. Um, but like I say, give it a read, see what you think, draw your own conclusions, and so yeah, I think that's everything. Just a quick heads up, guys, before I sign off. I've got some changes that I'm making to the channel um, coming up, and some other stuff that in the works, which I'm looking forward to sharing. More on that when I get closer to those projects. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, I know I haven't done a whole lot of book reviews lately. Lately, I've been doing a lot of gameplay stuff. But I'm kind of slowly getting back into the book review side of things. So if you want to see more book reviews, I've got a whole lot of other book reviews planned. I've got some new Gearbox stuff planned. My gaming content, I've got some gaming content planned. So if that all sounds interesting, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Drop a comment, and I guess I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.